Greetings and salutations, my name is Kartosael and welcome back to Stellaris, where we are playing as de Verenigde Republiek der Nederlandse Sterren. And we're trying to conquer the universe, but for now we've encountered two barbarian people and we are observing them very aggressively. Though I'm worried about these guys because they are in the early space age. If they upgrade to the actual space age, put them on par with us, it could be a problem. You were producing a mining station, and we were preparing to build
Special project complete.
Science colony ship. Colony ship. There we go. So, crystalline entities are unbreakable. We'll see about that. The crystalline entities, the name itself a compromise between rival factions of xenobiologists and xenogeologists on Aarde, are probably alive. I used to pronounce it as xeno, because in Dutch you actually do pronounce the X as an X. Apparently in English you don't. Well, weird. Well, anyway. An earlier and perhaps more descriptive name for them was silicate animate matter, as they have little in common with biological life. They are solitary beings, each individual crystal sovereign, rarely seen with more than a sentinel and smaller cohort entity. Aside from the cohort and sentinel clearly being subservient to the sovereign of the group, the subtle nuances of the crystalline entity's social hierarchical relationships are lost on us. The entities do not seem to mate, and we have yet to observe any crystals that are recognizably older or younger than others. Contrary to an earlier hypothesis, the shifts in hue between individual crystalline entities seem to be related not to their age but to their latent internal charge, which can be violently unleashed, and it appears as though sporadic fluctuations in this charge alter the refractive properties of the crystal. That's a lot of information. We'll find use for this. I suppose we could do that. Let's take a look at our edicts. Oh, Crystal Sun actually costs me 100 to activate. No, no thank you. But the stars would be nice though. A lot of influence. Well, I was saving up minerals, so sure. So instead of just having a draining cost like they used to, they instead have like just a set amount of time they work and give a bonus. So for 11 years, 6 months, they will give me more survey speed and anomaly discovery chances, which is nice. So for right now we are halting our what you call it? Oh, I didn't activate the crystal sonar, so that doesn't have any use. I can't remember what I was saying. That's a pity. Leader experience gain, yes. Amazing. How far are we with a scholarship? Oh, we have enough. We haven't got the slightest... No, we do not nearly have enough energy credits to make that even remotely feasible. We are going to need more energy credits. I saw there was a 3. There we go. IO. And after that, I believe there was a 3. No, there was a 3 here, which is the long way around. Yeah. There's also a 3 here, but that's where I want to live. Implant malfunctions. As part of our observatory efforts on heavy anchor, which is this one, abduction teams have surgically installed brain implants on a number of URI test subjects to track them and monitor behavior. Unfortunately, due to a manufacturing flaw, many of these implants have malfunctions and are now having an adverse effect on the behavior of our subjects. There have been a number of suicides and at least 3 episodes of violent hysteria. The staff observation post have asked for help in rounding up the remaining subjects and removing their implants before any more incidents. Yeah, okay. You know what? I'm going to switch this one to passive observation. Just because it's, you know... I wish there was an option to clear all further orders. So not the one he's actually working on.
Field engineers have cleared a blocker.
Okay, that's nice. I guess. You're just going really slow. Yeah, of course you are. How much time did we have for this project?
Science Division reports a new breakthrough.
I might need to prioritize this one instead. Oh, that you just do it right after. Okay. Not sure how you feel about that. Urgent sites. Awesome. Expensive, though. Labs? I don't know. Oh, heritage sites. That's right. Upgrade. Very much worth the minerals. What's costing me so much though? Is it these outposts, these observation platforms? Ah, it's just upkeep of 1. We found the very first. Oh, that's independent space station. Oh, okay. First contact with the Mutagun Merchant Guild. Well met, friends. I represent the Mutagun Merchant Guild, and let me be the first to welcome you to the Shorex system. Our organization consists of hundreds of independent Mutagun merchant captains, who brave the spaceways in search of the next good deal. At our facilities, you'll be able to trade away your excess minerals for energy or vice versa. Please contact us if you are interested in such an arrangement. Which has changed dramatically. Sure, which is. Because if you trade with this, if you like to trade for, let's say, energy credits, instead of just being like, well, we just dump a lot of stuff, we actually need to do it on a monthly basis. So it's interesting. Makes a lot more sense, although the previous one was much more effective. It's still kind of weird that you auto explore the center and this is a bright spot. Perhaps that's because we explored something adjacent to it. Whatever the case, it's kind of strange. How much time do we have left? But if I try and use this ship to get all the way over there, then yeah. Minding your own business. Deep within the crevice of the giant asteroid 333PJAA. Okay. And this is all the way over yonder. We have found something astonishing. There's a mining gear attached to the rock, digging itself into the vast depths of the asteroid. It stands abandoned with no signs of who placed it there. If we can stop the machine, we are able to learn something about the technology used to build it. But we must hurry before the random debris crush it. Try and stop it or scrap it for materials. I'll scrap it for materials. Because whatever bonus it's going to give there, the chances of me actually getting that system anytime is very slim. But with this increase in minerals, I'm actually going to upgrade this station into a starport. Which, you know, this should be a starport as well. Completed. Yes. And that will be one of my bases in due time, of course. Because right now we have one fleet, so that doesn't matter much, but sure I know. I mean, why was that project so incredibly slow?
Construction complete.
I mean, seriously. Finish servants construction queue. Oh, you're right, you upgraded this. I was like, I did a servants construction queue. But yeah. As soon as we got the energy over here, we'll be ready to build a colony ship. So in the meantime, let's get some more ships.
Special project complete.
Yes. We've tried everything in order to find out how the ceramic pole ended up in stellar orbit. Maybe we are all crazy. Maybe it does not even exist. Guess what? We tried calculating around those facts as well. We are done. There is nothing more we can do. Yeah, the only plus side to this is that we had tons of time to spend on philosophical and economical questions, when we could not stomach to keep investigating the damn thing. Why? Embrace the futility of life's questions. Influence game 150. I mean, say that's not really worth the amount of time I put into that. But sure. I like influence. While in command of Classes 1, Admiral Servia Aurelius has learned to cleverly nurse and supply significantly reduced ship operating costs across the board. Fleet Logician, yeah! Ship upkeep minus 10%. That's really nice, actually. Scientists gain traits. Excellent. Stubborn. That's not excellent, really. Well, it's very human. Let's just keep it at that. Eventually I might just remove this building. Docked ship upkeep. Yeah, eventually there won't really be one here. So, the ships are mostly docked there and there. Eventually. So, not right. Not at all right now. How far is my worker ship? Not that far.
Recon pass completed.
Let's up it to fastest. Should probably also increase the fleet size. That's expensive, but let's go for it. And it's red because it's not equivalent to the power it should have. The power it should have. Is it actually calculated in here? It is. Interesting. Well, this is the base power. It's modified for the Admiral. Heavy anchor implants removed. Abduction teams from observation post above heavy anchor have worked in concert with the crew of the SDN Dionysus to quickly gather the URI test subjects with the faulty brain implants. Observation post's surgical staff replaced the implants with functional versions, and the subjects have been returned to the planet's surface. As an added bonus, Science Officer Hotus Atreus managed to extract a wealth of data from the removed implants, despite their defects. I approve. Not entirely sure what would have happened if he failed to do that in time. Awesome, this one is done. Creating the crew quarters. At the moment, not yet relevant.
Science Division report success.
One of these would probably be relevant to help defend this piece of space, but it's expensive. But right now we have we have 5% more minerals and we have biolabs. I guess I go for the growth rate and better missiles. Yes, let's do that. Do we have command roles already? Nope. Science is kind of lacking.
Construction complete. Anomaly found.
Research it. We went down in grants, so that's a pity. Yeah, I told you to research that. Okay. I suppose it's time for us to build a colony ship. Another micro singularity. Whoop whoop. And it's all the way down there. Great. So do I have any, I have nice amounts of influence, but there's not really anything to do here. Martial law and rest minus 50%. No real point to that. I'm actually going to change the food stockpile to balance, so to keep 1,000.
Construction complete.
That's nice. I can upgrade it to a biolab. Not my main priority at the moment.
Anomaly found.
An abandoned ship.
Recon pass
Okay.
completed. Construction complete.
New construction options. I can never resist that. I should probably start expanding towards Oscar. You also
System
need a
reconnaissance
lot
completed.
more ships. Solar Sailor. We have discovered an abandoned solar sail ship in orbit around Walton 6. Let's give these guys something to do. The supply vessel is built by an unknown culture and appears to be several thousand
Science
years old.
division report success.
One of the massive sails has launched there where some kind of object passed through, most likely a meteoroid, which appears to have disabled the vessel. The technology of the ship is severely outdated. It does possess some interesting engineering design choices. 60 engineering, I like it. It's like 15 months. Gene clinics are also nice. I won't build nearly as much of them as I did with Kruben though. Because, well, fast population growth is nice, but if I grow really fast then I can't raid people because I have nowhere to put them, and that'd be sad. Because eventually I do want, like most humans, to be non-slaves. Aliens should be slaves. Oh, look at that. Tropical world. Not too bad. Yeah, still working on the habitable world survey.
Science division report success.
Basic combat rules. Great. Automatic exploration would actually be really nice. Well, let's go for that. Right, let's start designing some more ships. Do we have better guns? We do not have better guns. We do not have better anything except combat rolls. Now that's new. So we can choose, yeah, the combat rolls, but they're just basically upgrades, flat out. And now you actually have a choice. You can go for Swarm, or you can go for Picket. You have Swarm is very close, then you get Picket, and then you get two others, which I don't recall at the moment. So the Picket ships will advance to close range and tend to intercept enemy ships and missiles. Whereas the Swarm will charge straight at the enemy and try to deal as much damage as possible. Now, these weapons have a fair amount of range. I don't have better shields right now. So I guess now Swarm has increased fire rate and increased evade. Being able to target, what's the tracking of these weapons? Not that great, really. So it might not be a bad idea to put these on Picket. Yes. I will create a new design. Another corvette as a missile boat. And we will put Mars Drive. I suppose we could go with lasers. And nuclear missiles. And you do not need to be there. And you will get the Swarm. Because you got rockets, they got oh dear. They actually have worse tracking. Deny all shields. So that's fine. Swarm. Fire rate has a chance to evade. Yeah, let's just try this. And we have 1 deflector and 2 armor. There we go. And we call this the the sword. Why not? Now I can go to this fleet manager and say, you know, you should have a couple of swords. Like so. Now I won't be able to reinforce completely, but I will be able to build at least 1 ship. And upgrade. Actually, you should probably do upgrade first. A large group of faithless criminals from Aarde have illegally converted a number of civilian starships into weapons of war. Operating on the fringes of our space, these heretics have started calling themselves Dark Riders and are responsible for several attacks against civilian shipping lanes. Their profane activities must not be allowed to continue.
Ships refitted.
Gods.
Anomaly found.
Well, I should research the anomaly, whatever it is. Oh, that's a nice tropical world. Now, where are the pirates going to be coming from?
Skywatch is tracking a new enemy fleet.
Why can't you build a... Oh, there's no way you can get there. Oi! Well, at least you're very, very close to me.
Construction complete.
You know, well, that's a lot of notification. We have negative minerals because we just finished our colonize. We have no valid routes. I'll risk it. Over there. Fort Orange. No idea why I'm calling it a fortress, but whatever. For funsies. You could already, you know, get your ship over there. I would save on the journey. And we've got a upgrade. Completed the sword. Found an anomaly. Found a fleet. You can't do anything because you suck. And you finish construction queue. The advantage nowadays, they want to raid, so they want to destroy like these things.
Spaceport reports enemy contact.
But these are still there. These little outposts. They're not going to be like awesome, but they're going to hold up for at least a little bit against like tiny fleets like this. Sure. Signs of battle. It's probably the anomaly though. There is clear evidence that a massive space battle took place in close orbit of Fulbedan 5A at some point in the last 5,000 years. The surface on one side of the moon is pockmarked with craters from stray weapon blasts, and scans from the SDN Dionysus have picked up several hooks on the ground. Though these wrecked ships are all in very poor condition, the fact that anything remains at all, after all the damage they must have sustained, is a testament to the advanced design. Science officer Hotus Artris is preparing an expedition to shift through this direction for any viable technology. Research it then. Are my ships? Oh yes, they're inbound. Pirate scum. course, you know, this is going to be the screenshot. We all know that it's going to be. Hold on, my little outpost. You can do it. There we go. We have engaged. There we go. Let's reset the camera. Let's get back our thingamajig. And let's have a look at this battle. There we go. Just laser them. Yeah. Get lasered. You should repair. And you should be able to build a outpost now. Oh, wait a second. Fleet? No? I actually kind of want you to go there. Is this 1 star because it's going to reinforce the 2 star? That'd be interesting. Huh. It might be. Damaged, I suppose, that icon means. But if the pirates like went over here, then they came from here. So we need to deal with those. That's a lot of ships. By the way, each ship now has its own icon. That's just really nice. It's not like there is a civilian ship. Now you get exactly which civilian ship, which is really awesome. One of the small things that does matter. Let's up the speed. It's like, why is it so slow? There we go. Blast it.
Engaging enemy station.
Good thing we have we have lasers that actually burns through it. I'm here to help too. I do love the the orange beams. Ooh, that's a nice haul. Now go back home. And we can complete discovery. There we go. What should we take though? Oh, this again. Share destiny. No, not really. I'm not really going to have any subjects. Executive vigor, edict duration doubled is nice. It's really nice. It saves a lot of the influence. Imperial prerogative, I don't really care this time around. Mastery of nature is nice. It's completely revamped. It reduces the cost of clearing tile blockers, which is nice. But the main thing it does is it allows a planetary edict, land clearance. It increases the amount of workable tiles on your planet. The smaller the planet was to begin with, the more tiles you get. So like a size 10 planet, for example, can get 3 tiles extra because of it, whilst size 22, 23 planet will get only 1. Makes sense. One vision, more unity and governing ethics attraction. Oh, is the mother unity new? It might be actually. Technological ascendancy, of course, resource speed, interstellar dominion has changed because borders are no longer a thing, but it reduces the cost of building star bases with influence and as well as making claims, which is just basically saying to another empire, yo, this planet you're having, I'm going to take it, just so you know, which is important when you are going to war. If you can make costs better, like, oh, I have a claim on this, so I'm going to war over it. I am a despoiler, I don't care. So I'm actually dubious between these 3. Mastery of nature, 1 vision, and technological ascendancy. All 3 sounds good. Increasing this is nice. Aarde is 16. So they will probably get 3 tiles extra, which is a nice bonus. But 10% research speed is also really, really sweet. And having everyone be the same ethics as me is great, although not nearly as necessary. Why not? Because I have this very how do we call this, efficient method of dealing with dissidents. Slaves do not gain any happiness or lose any happiness from being in a faction. Because they're slaves. They're not allowed to be in a faction. So if another faction arises, let's say we've got a pacifist faction rising up in our kingdom, I'll just make sure all pacifists are slaves. That way, nobody cares that the faction is unhappy, because everyone who wants to join that faction is a slave. Now, that leaves me with either mastery of nature or technological ascendancy. I do like technology, but it's one of those things again that I usually go for. Colossal Project is definitely something we are going for. World Shaper, maybe. Total Vigilance. There's so many new things. It's nice. Transcendence. Yeah, I'm not going to go that route. We're not. I don't think we can. Well, we could go this way, but we already did that last time. Yeah, I'm not sure we're ever going to get telepathy. Psionic theory. Maybe you do. I think technological ascendancy is nice, I suppose. What is our science boosts at the moment? It's actually pretty nice. You already get 10% from having a finished discovery. I think I will try out Mastery of Nature to see just what that is all about. It's new, so I want to test it. It's not a bad thing, is it? Land clearance. Oh my word, that's expensive! One tile? Really? One? Wow, that's a disappointment. Can I take it back? No, I don't think I can. Well, construction ship you were supposed to build a starpost. Anyway, that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you all very much for watching, and I do hope to see you again next time. Until then, farewell.